I opened up a car dealership with only $5,000 at 23 years old. Here's how I did it. Now, opening up the dealership allowed me to buy cars like this and this and this and this, all in cash, and I have many, many other cars as well. Now, everybody thinks you need hundreds of thousands of dollars, mechanical skills, professional skills, connections, all of this just to start flipping cars. None of this is true. I started with $5,000 to my name and I made it happen, and you can too. When I dropped out of college 2 years ago, my senior year, I had one more semester left and I dropped out because I wanted to pursue this full time. I did not want college to hold me back anymore. But the thing is, I did not know if it was going to work or not. Everyone called me crazy, no one believed in me, but I had a vision in me and I had to go for it. So my senior year, I dropped out and I did not know if it was going to work. But fast forward 2 years, I have my dream Lamborghini. I've traveled to all the places I want to travel to. I have financial freedom. I only work when I want to work. And it's safe to say, it did work out. And look, there are 10 steps you need in order to open up a car dealership. Opening a car dealership is what got me all of this, but there are 10 steps you have to do. You cannot miss a single step, otherwise it won't work. In this video, we'll go through every single step and I'll break it down exactly how to do it step by step. Okay, step one, you buy a Lambo. I'm kidding, it's like towards the end. Step one is you get knowledge and capital. This is the two things you need in the beginning. This is step number one. Let me explain. All right, we are in the Lambo, boom. As I was saying, step number one, you need knowledge and capital. Those are the two things you need to start off with in this business. One of them is non-negotiable, knowledge. You need to have the knowledge of how to do this, otherwise it simply will not work. The less you know, the higher the risk it is. Keep that in your mind. So you need to get as much knowledge as possible in the beginning. You need to be learning and learning and learning. I have a lot of videos on my channel where you can learn the basics, fundamentals for free. You can watch them, the day in life videos. You see it in action, exactly what I do day to day. Get the knowledge first. That's key. Second thing you need is capital. I do not recommend anyone to ever borrow money to do your first flip or to do your first couple flips. I do not recommend that at all because you do not know what you're doing in the beginning. With each flip, you learn more and more. So in your first flip, you literally know the least as much as possible. So your first flip, you should not be using someone else's money, risking someone else's money, and then you have to pay him back or whatever. Now you lost a friend. Now you have bad relations with your family member. It's not worth it. Not for the money. Not at all. So your first flip, get the knowledge, learn, watch videos, learn from people, maybe get a mentorship, link down below if you're interested in that, but learn first. You need the knowledge. And the second thing is you need some capital, at least $3,000 for your first flip, at least. You can turn that 3K into 6K, but you need at least 3K in my humble opinion, right? This is just from what I'm seeing. I've been in this business for almost 5 years now. Your first flip, you need at least 3K. That's step number one. Before we get to step number two, let's turn this thing on real quick. Boom. Now we go on to step number two. You have the knowledge now, you have the capital. Step number two is just start your first flip. Before opening up a dealership, do not open up a dealership right away. That does not make any sense. You're not good at it. You don't know if you're good at it yet. You don't know if you even want to do this, right? So do your first flip on the side. I'll show you how to do it. Before I show you how to do your first flip, I need to go pick up a scat pack that I have over at the mechanic. So let's go ahead, hop in the Lambo, go get the scat pack and come back. Let's go. All right, we pulled up to the mechanic shop. Here's the scat pack. All right, we got the scat pack. We got the lamb right there. Now we're gonna head back to the dealership and we'll go from there. All right. Sounds good. We got two keys. It's the striker key, the regular key. I am back at the dealership. We got the scat pack, got the Lambo back. We got everything back here, so we're good to go. Now, as I was saying, you want to do your first flip. This is step number two. Do your first flip. I'll give you some quick key pointers. I can go on for hours and hours of telling you what to look out for, what to avoid, what to get, but obviously we don't have that time for right now. So I'll give you a quick rundown of what to look out for. First things first, you want to buy a light damaged vehicle. Light damaged vehicle is the way to go. Do not buy heavy damage. Do not buy something that looks like it got blown up. Do not buy fire damage. Do not buy flood. Buy something very easy to fix. That is step number one. Step number two is you need to know how much to bid. Okay, so you found a nice easy fix. You need to know how much to bid. There's formulas out there that you can use. I have my own formula that I used and it always works for me, but you kind of have to figure out yourself. You can go on Facebook, see what the car will sell for, then subtract your profit, subtract how much the car is going to cost to fix, and then you subtract the Copart fees. That's your rough estimate of how much to bid. It's a rough estimate. Like I said, I can't get into details here, but that will suffice you for right now. Then boom, you bought the car for the right price, you fixed it, you sold it. Now, step number three is you have to. If you take anything from this video, take this. You have to reinvest the profit. Do not make 3,000 on your first flip and then go to Bali or go to Hawaii and just blow it all. You're gonna stay in that same cycle. You're gonna make 3K, blow it, make 3K, blow it, make 3K, blow it. You're never gonna grow. You need the money to grow. You need the money to work for you. You need your money to make more money. That's what you have to do. So that 3K profit, go into another flip, right? So now you should have 6K, whatever. Invested 3K into first flip, you made 3K, you got 6 now. Now you can buy 2 more flips, 3K each, do the same thing, turn that 6 into 12, or you can buy one really good flip. Buy a car for 6K and sell it for 10. Up to you. Keep that in mind, reinvest the profits. That's step number 2 and step number 3. Step number 2, buy your first flip. Step 3, reinvest the profit. Go on to step number 4. All right, so this video was about how to open up a dealership. So I'm gonna tell you how to do it. So after you've kept reinvesting the profits and reinvesting the profits, step number 4 is, at a certain point, this is what I recommend to have at least before you open up your dealership. You need this at least, in my opinion. You need at least 5 cars for sale inventory, at least, like minimum, at least 5 cars for sale inventory, at least $15,000 cash liquid. That's to open everything up, to open up the dealership, to put the rent deposit, to pay the insurance, to pay the bond. You need at least $15,000. That's just to open up the physical location, right? At least 15,000. And then you need at least 3-month run rate. What does that mean? You need 3 months of expenses. That means if you don't sell any cars for 3 months, you're still good. But that really shouldn't be the case. You should be flipping and flipping and flipping cars every single month. Just in case, for whatever reason, for 3 months you can't sell a single car, you'll still be okay. This is the bare minimum. I was farther ahead before I opened up a dealership. I think I had like maybe 5 or 6, 7, 8 cars and maybe like 50 grand and then like 6 months run rate. I think that's what I had. And it worked out for me, thank God. But I'm saying just for the bare minimum. Like you want to open up a car dealership as soon as you can. I think that's the minimum that you need to have, all right? Once you have that in place, once you have those conditions, you have that much money, that much of your net worth, then you can go on to the next step. Step number 5 is take the dealer class. Now the dealer class is the same basically in every single state. Every single state in the United States requires you to take the dealer class. There's no way around this one. It's a very easy class though. It's a 1-day, a 2-day thing. Everyone passes basically. You just have to go there and attend. Take notes though, because the stuff they teach you in there is important. You are gonna have to know that stuff. You are gonna have to know what you're doing in this business. You can't just go in there willy-nilly, not knowing what you're doing. So take that dealer class. It's like $100, $200. It's nothing. Take the class. You get your certificate at the end of the class, and now you are able to become a licensed dealer in your state. That's step number 5. Take the dealer class and pass it, but that doesn't make you a dealer right away, right? You just have the ability to become a dealer. Now we have to go on to step number 6, which is finding a location. Finding a location is the hardest part. It's not flipping the cars, it's not learning the game and learning all this and that, and making the money is the easy part. That's the fun part. Finding the location is the hardest part. It took me months to find my location. Some of you, it might take you longer. Some of you might get lucky. It might be really quick. Maybe in your area, there's a lot of good stuff. Where I was living at, there wasn't really much, and I had to go like 20 minutes out from where I live to find a good spot. Let me show you guys my spot real quick. I'll show you guys how much I pay and everything. There's a lamb, but here's my spot. It's, very, very humble. Nothing crazy. It's a small building. It has 2 offices inside. I'll show you guys when we get inside. But we have all this land though. So we have all this land, all the cars back there. It's all mine, all the cars, all that. And I get all this grass over here. So all this grass and all the cars back there. So up to those trees, it's all my property, so I can do whatever I want here. If I want to freaking put a trampoline right here, I could. I don't know, maybe I can, I don't know. But whatever, boom, this is what I have. It's on a side street, it's not even on the main street. But that doesn't matter either, because with my sales, I knew from the beginning, I don't even care to be on the main street for 2 main reasons. Main reason number 1 is that I don't finance. Goes against my faith, goes against what I believe. I don't finance. There's no financing with me. It's cash and that's it. Second of all, I do salvage title. So salvage title, you can't even go to a bank and get financing because banks won't finance it. So I didn't need customers like driving by, seeing the car they like and coming in and looking at it, test driving, and at the end figure out like, oh, I can't even get it. So all my marketing, all my sales, it comes from online, Facebook. That's the main way to sell my cars. That's what I do. That's what works for me. So I didn't care about being on the main street. Now, as you walk in, boom, we have a chair set up there. We have this thing. We have one of my employees' office right here. Boom, you can see right outside. So that's the first office. Come over here. We have a bathroom. Boom. This is our parts room, or one of our parts rooms. Keep all our parts in here. We have a kitchen. I don't do too much cooking or eating in here, but we have that. And it's my main office. This is where, all the deals go down and whatnot. We have an Acura emblem. This costed me $500 just for this emblem. Crazy, right? But it's what it is. So it's my office. Boom, we got this going on. And I pay $2,400 a month for my spot. I think it's pretty fair. I think that's a really good rate, but you know, everyone's different. Some of y'all might see this and you're like, wow, you're overpaying. Some of you guys might see this and be like, wow, that's really cheap. I don't know. Everyone's different. But this is the hardest step by far. But if you can get through this step, you'll be golden, right? But this is the hardest part, is finding a location. Another thing with the location is make sure you're zoned for dealership. You don't want to find a location, just a random building. You know, the zoning doesn't allow a car dealership to be there. Make sure once you get the location that it's zoned properly for a dealership, that you can buy and sell cars out of that area. That's the thing for number 6. Step number 7 is get your LLC. I will go outside and record the rest of the video, but we got detailers, we got people outside doing things, so it's gonna be too loud, so I'm gonna do it right here. Step number 7 is get your LLC. Name it whatever you want, but don't name it anything crazy. Have it a good name. Boom. Mine is Bliss Auto Sales. Simple, easy to remember. Name your LLC. That's your business. So get your LLC. Very easy. You don't have to pay anybody to do this. I know there's websites out there that do it for you, but it's very easy. Go like to your government's website, register an LLC. Boom. Make your LLC. You're golden. All right. That's step number 7. Get your LLC. We only have 3 more steps, so we're almost done. Step number 8 is you need a bond. So with every dealership, you need a bond. What a bond does basically is it protects you in the case that insurance doesn't protect you. Say someone comes to your office and they slip and fall and boom, they bust their head open, whatever, God forbid. But say that happens and now they sue you. The bond is there to cover you. In case you can't afford to pay for whatever, the medical and stuff, the bond protects you. So that's what the bond is for. So you have to get that. Bonds are not expensive. I think I pay like $300 a year for mine. It's not terrible. So there's that. Get the bond. And step number 9 is get commercial insurance. You need commercial insurance for every single dealership, basically. You cannot have a dealership without insurance. The DMV will not approve it. When you go to the DMV to submit all this paperwork, remember at the end, you're going to submit all this paperwork, everything I'm telling you, your LLC, your bond, your insurance, everything, your dealer certificate, all of that, you have to submit to the DMV to be a registered car dealer. Step number 9, get your insurance. I'll tell you guys what I paid. I paid $2,500 for the year for liability. Basically no coverage at all. That's like basically I'm only covering other people's cars. So if I'm driving the car or something and I hit someone, it's my fault, then the insurance pays. But for my car, I have to fix it myself. But now for the full coverage, I pay about double. So it's about $5,000 and some change every single year. But that's full coverage. So, God forbid someone steals my car. God forbid, there's a hailstorm or whatever. I'm covered. My first year in business, I only did liability and then I had a car stolen. So I only did liability my first year. I paid like the $2,500 and then my car got stolen. And if you don't have liability, you're not covered. But thank God we recovered the car. Cops found it like the next day or 2 days later. And I got the car back. Thank God there was no crazy damage. They just busted the sunroof. I fixed it and I sold the car. It was good to go. But when that happened to me, I realized like there's no point in just getting liability. You might as well just get full coverage. Because full coverage, the extra $2,500, like say for example, I couldn't get that car back. The car that got stolen, I would be out $10,000, right? And that's just off one scenario. So imagine multiple scenarios happening throughout the year. Doesn't make any sense. I would go full coverage all day, every day. Just the peace of mind, right? You want to be covered. That's step number 9. And now we'll go on to the final step, step number 10. So now you have the dealer certificate when you pass the class. You have your bond. You have a location that's zoned for a dealership. You have insurance. You have everything you need, basically. The next step is to go to the DMV, submit all the paperwork, and become a dealer. It's different state to state, but for the most part, it's usually the same. They'll come inspect your office, your location and everything. And boom, once they give you the green light, good to go. They give you all your paperwork. They give you your license plates, the dealer plates, and you're off to the races. Now you get a dealer number. That's your number that's tied to your business. And with that dealer number, you can go start opening up accounts with Copart, IAA, all that, wherever you want, Manheim, anything you want, you can go get it. It's very, very lucrative. It's a good business, high profit margins if you know what you're doing. Now, of course, like this is how to open up a car dealership. Of course, there's more to it. The most important part is buying the cars correctly, because you can have a dealership, but if you don't know how to buy the cars, it doesn't matter. You're not gonna make money, right? If you keep overbidding, you're not gonna make money. If you buy the wrong cars, you're not gonna make money. If you buy from the wrong sellers, you're not gonna make money. If you use the wrong formulas, you're not gonna make money. There's a lot of stuff to go into it, right? It took me 2 years to finally get the hang of it and to finally, start consistently making like $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a month profit. It took me 2 years to actually get to that point. But first 2 years, I had no one helping me. I had no one teaching me. It was a big problem. I just kept making mistakes. I was buying bad cars, losing money, sitting on cars for like 6 months. Just terrible mistakes I was making. Which if someone just like taught me in the beginning, like, hey, just don't do that, it would have been like way better. I would be, probably 5 times or maybe 10 times ahead of where I am right now, truthfully. But that's part of the game. I paid for those mistakes. I paid for that wasted time. It is what it is. So that's why I'm offering you this offer. It's for anybody that's a complete beginner. You can either be a complete beginner, or if you have a dealership already, I can help you either way. If you're a complete beginner, I've been there. I started with only $5,000 and I built this entire thing off of $5,000, just kept reinvesting the profits. And also if you're a dealer and you're stuck and your dealership's not running, I've also helped dealers in the past. And I also have some dealers in my mentorship program right now that I am helping who are struggling. Do not think that you can just get a license and you automatically start printing money. That's not how it works. You need to know what cars to buy. You need to know what you're doing. You need to be profitable in order to be successful in this business, of course. You have to be profitable. You have to have healthy profit margins. If you're interested in how to flip cars and how to do like how I'm doing and how I was able to unlock financial freedom, how I dropped out of college, how I travel wherever I want, link down below. I'll show you exactly how I do it step by step if you're interested. But if not, I hope you enjoyed the video and we will catch you in the next one. Peace.